Welcome to MEDDYSIMPIFIED, and on the next second video of MeddyTalks with me is Dr. Asmita Darveshi, graduated from Northern State Medical University, Russia, and cleared her MCI exam in one go and scored 205. So Asmita, welcome to MeddyTalks.
Thank you, Dr. Shubham. It's a pleasure.
Okay, so how are you doing right now? Where are you doing your internship, and what is going on in your life? How is Mumbai?
Yeah, Mumbai is quite busy with lots of COVID positive cases, and I've just started my internship from Nanavati Hospital in Mumbai.
Okay, that's great. So Asmita, as I've already told you about this, that I'm just doing this interviews just for helping the students who are right now in various countries and don't know exactly what they need to do, and the exams are just, it means that they will come in July or at the end of June, and they will have, like, most probably they will have exam in the August end or September. So most probably they are not going to do any classes also. So these videos are just what to say, just, and it's aiming just to help them. Okay, so let's start with the time period first, which you had, and then we'll talk about them. So let's start with the time period of preparation. When did you start preparing for your MCI exam, FMG exams?
I think like 6 months are more than enough actually, but I started preparing when I was in 5th year. We had a pathology coaching in our university. So that coaching just gave me a brief idea about various subjects included in the exam, as well as the weightage of each subject and the importance of every subject. So I started preparing from the 5th year, and coming to 6th year, I just purchased one app. I won't name it, but it was quite good app. But I later understood that the app more focused on NEET PG and conceptual questions rather than which syllabus we have in FMG, because the questions are often one-liners. So it was very lengthy process. So my final preparation, which I did, it was in 6 months. So yeah, for me 6 months were more than enough.
Okay. So in this series, I'm just trying not to mention any of the coaching classes. Okay, which you did very well, because according to me, all are working their best.
Yeah,
it's the students who are scoring.
Yeah,
so you mentioned about the class. Okay, so without mentioning the teacher, just tell me how the classes begin. Like, who was the source, who started it? Because I would be glad to hear it.
Classes. Okay, about the 5th year coaching.
Yes, the patho coaching.
Of course. Yeah, Dr. Shubham was the one who initiated the idea of, having coachings in our university. And I think that was a great idea, because before that coaching, like this Indian students who are in Russia or any other countries, they generally do not have any connect with, this Indian system and syllabus and all this about examination. They just don't have an idea about it. But these coachings are very helpful, at least because in Russia, I think you have lots of time, to study. So I think it was quite helpful for me, at least. So of course, thank you, Dr. Shubham. I hope every university conducts this coaching in similar manner.
Okay, thank you. So you already mentioned you started from pathology, but
yeah.
But let us know that in which order you went after patho, which subjects you carried with, and how did you end in your final stage of exams?
See, I'll not talk about my 5th year and 6th year. I'll directly come to from when did I start my preparation during the 6 months. So I just went with the flow of the classes. I actually didn't have anything in mind that, yeah, I'm going to cover a certain type of subject, or I'm going to leave certain subjects. So it was never in my mind. I thought I'll just go with the flow and cover maximum amount of portion which I can in this 4 to 5 months of period. So daily, whatever subjects and classes we used to have, I used to just, focus on that subjects. If today is anatomy class, so I used to study anatomy. Tomorrow is physiology, I used to study physiology. So that was quite comfortable and better for me.
Okay. So as I know, as we had the same university, we were also in one of the same classes.
Yeah.
So how
Yeah.
did you manage the time? Because it used to be 9 to 9 every day in the initial period. So how did you manage your time that time?
See, I think time management, the most important thing students should make up their mind is, acceptance about the exam. You should accept the exam that yes, after going from Russia, I'm going to face an exam, MCI, and, I have to pass it in order to get a license to practice in India. So students should make up their mind and accept, yes, now as I've entered in medical career, of course, I'll have to face a number of exams. So acceptance of exam and mentally preparing for it is much more important, and you should be quite dedicated towards it. So it doesn't matter if the classes are 10 hours, 15 hours. You should keep this thing in mind that whatever I have been taught today, I should come home, take some 15-20 minutes rest, have food, whatever, like 1 hour you can give to yourself, complete rest. After that, just study whatever you are being taught in class the entire day. It will, believe me, it won't take more than 1 or 2 hours. Because if you have concentrated in class, it will just take 1 or 2 hours, not more than that, and then you can just go to sleep. So it's not that difficult as you think, if you have, properly focused in the class and your concentration is quite good in class. So yeah, I think you should. It's very important that,
The same
because
thing.
you cannot back up the things.
The same thing when I talked with Rahul yesterday. He
Yeah.
said the same thing, that
So that is
revising
only the strategy
revising the
of,
same thing.
yeah.
So it will be very important for the students who are going to give exam in December. They'll definitely attend some classes, or who are right now in the second last year, so they will definitely attend the classes. But now there is a problem with the students who are right now in Russia. They are just about to be graduated, and they have a golden chance. I'll say that instead of June, the June exam has been postponed, so they have a golden chance to clear it in September itself. We wish
Yeah.
we could have this opportunity.
Yeah.
So let's talk something for them. Like, what should they do right now?
I think in nowadays on internet there are lots of material available for exam and lots of books and PDF, and I think they have many seniors who have graduated and already cleared the examination, seniors like you, seniors like me. So of course they can approach us and ask us so that we can send them many PDF books of our classes, notes, and lectures and whatever. And also nowadays most of the classes are conducting this online lectures, due to COVID-19. So they can just register or enroll there or whatever. So there are many options. They should start as soon as possible, I would say. Don't just get demotivated that we have no time left and what will happen. Just don't think about that. Just start studying, take a step ahead. That's all what matters, I
Okay,
think.
so if they are starting from today itself, let's say they watched our video now and they have planned to start. So from
Yeah.
which subject they should start? Basically, what should be their plan?
I think it's better to start from the subjects of part one or paper one. These are generally the basic subjects. And I think these are not more difficult, and they're quite easy because they generally, paper one consists of one-line questions. Okay. So, and it also, when the paper one goes well, it also helps in building the confidence for paper two. So I think they should start from anatomy, physio, patho, very important one, patho, and all the paper one basic subject. Make your basics very strong. So I would advise, okay, because those are the subjects who are going to help you to secure good marks or pass the exam. So yeah, start
Like
from basic. Make
for
your basics.
medicine, what I did, like when I left medicine, almost I just
Of
did two
course,
subjects.
everyone does.
Yes. Then
Yeah.
what I thought, if I have strong physio, pharma, and patho combined, it would
Yes.
help in some way for medicine. So medicine will not be a great issue if you have these basic subjects clearly done, like physio, then patho and pharma. Combine them, it is a kind of medicine. That's what I think. And so it's very important that they should do their basic strongs. Even they should, I think, do PSM. PSM contributes a lot of marks. Around, sometimes it goes up to 35 to 40 questions also. Sometimes,
And
I'll not say
PSM,
every
other
time.
thing, actually these subjects are, not only they are high weighted subject, but also they are easy to score. You can't afford to make silly mistakes in this subjects like PSM, OBG. So these are like consisting of 30 to 35 marks, and you can easily score them. So it's better you just revise and learn the subjects. You just see the weightage of the marks and
So,
study accordingly.
so if a person, suppose they have not done anything yet, so what do you think if they do 12 or 14 subjects approximately? Very good. And the ones which they are left with, suppose they are leaving some short subjects like Dharma, Ortho. So basically, I think these subjects consist of various image-based questions.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
what do you think means about this thing? Like, can they afford to leave such small subjects?
See, I think you should not underestimate any subject, of course, but I also think that I'm not the right person to make comments on this, because I myself did not complete the entire syllabus. So
Same
I
with
was,
everyone. It's
yeah.
same with everyone. Huh?
So, so just don't take any subject for granted. If you're if you're affording to live the smaller subjects, then you should be confident that all the bigger subjects are like completely revised by you and properly revised by you. So if you're having that kind of confidence that yes, any question if comes from this particular subject, I'm ready to answer, only then you can little bit lose the
Leave.
other subjects,
Okay.
leave some subjects. Yeah.
So which were the weak and strong subjects of your? Which subjects were weak for you? Which were you think that I'm a bit weaker in this subject as compared to other subjects?
Yeah, so I mentioned like earlier, I did paper one completely. All the 7 subjects which I included in paper one, including all basics, FMT. Yeah, FMT is also very good and scoring subject. You can, complete it within 1 or 2 days, and then you can revise it. So I think my basics were very strong. Paper one entirely, I just studied all the subjects. And so those were my strong subjects. And paper two, I focused on PSM, OBG, and the clinical subjects like ENT and Optha, which are also very easy. Yeah, like the clinical questions come from them, but they are not like very difficult or to interpret. Okay, you can easily make out the answers. So you
Usually they
can just,
have a one-word hint in all this that
yeah,
long
there
clinical
is a
cases.
catch. Yeah, there
There is
is
a
always
catch.
a catch in the
Uh,
question. Yeah.
okay, and which was your strong subjects? Like which you think that it helped you to score a good marks? Like which was the strong subject of yours?
Yeah, actually, I personally, liked this OBG and PSM. So I think those subjects added to good marks, and rest ENT. ENT also was one of my strong subject, and all other like basic subjects like physio, then pharma. Yeah, pharma is also very good subject because it needs just understanding, and you have to remember the names of medicines, and it's all done, so yeah.
Okay, so what was your revision strategy when you started your revision? How did you approach? How did you plan your revision strategy?
See, actually, I used to study daily, so I didn't have much problem during revising subjects, because every day when I used to come to my PG room, I just took a 1 hour break, and I just did my dinner and all, and I used to sit for the studying whatever was taught in the entire day. So it helped me a lot, and at the end there was no such subjects which were backed up, or I have to learn and revise again. So it was very easier for me, and I think 3 times revising is going to make up a very good memory, and still I can I can realize it that whatever I have been studied at that time, I completed my 3 revisions, and still now the things are in my mind. It's just photographic memory of my notes which are still there. So I think 3 times are the minimum you should revise all the subjects, and then if you have time, then of course 4 5 times just revise, because revision is the only key
See,
to success in FMG exam. That's it.
I remember there was one teacher in our class. He used to say that if you can't do 3 revision, leave that subject. I
Yeah.
I hope you remember him. He used to say
Yes.
if you can't do he used to say even you can leave my subject if you can't do 3 revisions. So it's very important to revise the thing
if
daily.
if you don't revise, you are unable to recollect, you are unable to recognize the question also. So 3 revisions are must.
So how many subjects did you left for your exams?
See, actually, I I am quite lazy, so I generally did not learn the smaller subjects like derma and anesthesia. So I wasn't quite interested also in those subjects. Yeah, but one thing I did is even I didn't study derma. I went through all the images, and few of the images came from what I studied. So it also
Same
added to
image.
my
I remember the same images.
yeah.
Exactly the same image.
So at least if you are leaving the subject now, just ask your teachers or your mentors that what all important. Just don't blindly leave the subject. Like derma, if you're thinking of leaving, don't do the theory part. Just do images, because it is 100% guaranteed that at least images are going to come from derma. So just don't leave
I
that
did
part.
the same in derma. I did the basics of dermatology, and then I didn't study the disease. I just went through the pictures and the one-liners, and it helped me. I think I managed to clear all the questions correctly, managed with this strategy. So, what are the importance of your friends, mentors, and family members during exam time? Because it comes in everyone's life during this preparation that you are about to give up. It happened with me many times.
Yeah, of course. See, I think this exam, measures your mental, health. Mentally remaining mentally fit is very important during this exam. So I would suggest you just, go away from all the things which bring you mentally down, whoever it may be. Okay, just it doesn't mean that you have to be isolated, but at least see, coming to friends, if you already have experience with them, if you have already during your university days just have had a healthy discussions with them, then you can continue. Of course, if you know your friends very properly, just don't have discussion, just don't hold anyone and just bring him down to discuss, because we don't know generally. So it's better to study first alone, and then in later days you can discuss with your friends, and it's up to you, of course. So, and second thing, family plays a very important role in building up your strength during these days. So it's better to call your family, like your parents, every day, or whenever you like, and just tell them your problems. If you're feeling anxious, if you're stressed, whatever your mental health problems are, just discuss with them, because they are the one who are going to guide you in the best way, because they care for you. Okay, so I think calling family and just take advice from your seniors or mentors like you. So, like,
So I also discussed this thing with Rahul yesterday. Importance of sleep during exam time, because you try to give your more than 100%, you don't sleep, and you at the end, if you're not sleeping well, the next day you are not attentive in class also. So that cycle continues. So what do you think is the importance of sleep?
so I think 6 hours of sleep is must minimum. And second thing, like I personally did not like, waking up early in the morning, like 5 o'clock. And there were many of my friends who used to wake up at 4 and 5 o'clock and study. But I used to wake up I used to complete my sleep like more than 6 hours. And I used to wake up at 9 to 10 o'clock in November when I did not have my classes. And then I used to study for about, till 11 or 12 o'clock. And again, I used to sleep. So it wasn't a problem for me. But, for those students who get sleep deprived, they should take care of their sleep and stay healthy. Please do not eat outside food. You can either, eat tiffin, like there are many places in Gautam Nagar who provide tiffin services. So go for it. Have a good tiffin from a hygienic place, and take care of your health, your physical as well as mental health. Complete your sleep, please. It's very important. But because if you do not complete your sleep, it's impossible for your memory, to work.
Okay, so what was your feeling the day before exam and on the day of exam? Just share something.
Okay. So coming to this, actually I made a big mistake. See, nervousness and anxiety are very natural, but they are also in our hands. I was extremely nervous on the day of exam, and in that nervousness and anxiety, I made lots of silly mistake, and I was jumping from actually one question to another. Please do not make that mistake. Don't be nervous. When I came home, I literally cried because I just missed I made about 10 to 15 questions which I knew were correct, and I just marked them wrong.
Okay. So at last, just tell us about our channel. Where did you watch any video of mine anytime, and did it help you anyway?
Yes, of course. Like, I would recommend your videos to all the juniors and those who are in fifth and sixth year. So it's it will be very helpful for them, and they will be very thankful for it. Because the topics which you mentioned in these videos, I acknowledged it that they are very high topics, and most of the this for this year at least most of the questions came from those topics. So yes, please just subscribe to his channel and take the all benefit which is providing.
Okay, so thank you, Asmita. Thank you for this for your time. So let's end it here, and just you did already, but it's a way that like, share, and subscribe. Just mention it, tell people in this way, and then we'll end it.
Yeah. So please, guys, just like, share, and subscribe to my friend's channel, Dr. Shubham, Meddy Simplified. And yes, yeah.
Thank you. So let's end it.